Hi, my name's Valentina. I'm Monika Blunder's daughter. This took like 2 years for her to get me on here and do my own makeup tutorial, but I finally said yes. So today we did a back-to-school makeup look, a very simple, easy, no makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoy.
So yeah, I mean, I can't even believe it. She took over. Valentina is doing her own makeup tutorial today, and I just can't believe that she agreed to it. She does her makeup beautiful. She does such a good job, and I can't wait for you guys to see this video. Maybe she'll come back in the near future. Let us know at the end of the video your thoughts and what you think, and maybe what you would like to see next. And I hope you enjoy this video. And to everybody out there who starts school, have a great year in school. See you later.
Okay, so the first product I use when I wake up in the morning is I wash my face, and you can do that with any cleanser that works for your skin. And after that, I just use a moisturizer, so it's like really simple. I don't want to use too many products on my face. And if I have really clear skin for some apparent reason, which is not very often, then I wear like barely any makeup to no makeup. So this is what I would do if I had super clear skin and I was confident enough to go out the door with no concealer on. So I use the Milk Makeup Hydrating Oil. It's just like a clear oil that I like to use as a highlighter because I don't want to ruin my skin if it's clear, so I just use this. And you apply it on the top of your cheekbones. And then you can just like rub it in with your fingers. Just rub that in, and you can put it on your eyelids if you like, because like that's the new trend to have glossy eyelids. It's like if you want that, you can do that. If you personally don't wear makeup at all, then what you could do is just take a spoolie and brush out your eyebrows. These are like free, you can get them at Sephora, and you can just use those to brush out your eyebrows. But I have extremely thick eyebrows, and they move a lot. So I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow gel, in like the clear one. And if you don't want to spend your money on this, it's completely okay. You can buy the Maybelline Clear Mascara and use that as an eyebrow gel, which I do all the time. Like if I'm out of this, I'll just use that. So I brush my eyebrows upwards. And then if they're too like messy, then I'll just kind of go over them like that and brush the hairs down. So again, if you don't want to wear makeup for school and you don't want to wear mascara or anything, you can just curl your eyelashes. It'll basically just lengthen them without darkening or thickening them like mascara does. So I just curl them from the very, very bottom for about 5 or 10 seconds. And then once I do that, I kind of curl it into my eye, and then I let go. And they're curled. And then, if you could see a difference, there you go. That's what I would do if I didn't wear any makeup to school. And if you wanted to, you could wear chapstick. It looks like a clear lip gloss. It looks really good. Okay, so for my personal makeup routine, I don't do this unless I have really clear skin. So I'm pretty self-conscious about my skin. I don't like when people see my breakouts, when people point them out. I get really insecure. So to school, I do wear a little bit of coverage, but I don't go with a full-on like cake face, foundation. I just do like a little bit. So I'm just gonna rub in this Milk Makeup Oil from before. And I get dry on this side of my face, so like this is actually really good for it. And just rub that in. And then for where I get oily is basically my T-zone. So I get oily right there, all around my nose, a little bit right here, and right there. So that's where I take my Milk Makeup Blur Stick, which is really good for like mattifying and smoothing out your face. So I just apply it right here, all over my nose, on my chin, and in the center of my forehead. And then I just take that, blend it out with my fingers so it spreads out. just like that. I use this It Cosmetics foundation thing. It's basically like a cream foundation that's very light but covers a lot of your imperfections. And then I just take my finger, I swirl it in here, and I put it on the tip of my nose because I usually have breakouts or something going on over there. And then I have really red like cheeks right here, and I break out a lot right there, so I usually have something to cover up there, like right now. So just cover that up. I take this It Cosmetics buffing brush, and I just take the big side, and I just buff it into my face. And if I'm not using this, I do use a damp beauty blender because that works just as well. Sometimes I'm just extra lazy in the morning and I don't really want to dampen it, so I use this because I get up very early, like most people who are my age. So I just blend that in. I'm not too perfect about it. I just blend it all, and if I need to cover it up some more, that's what I'll do. I'm always really worried about someone pointing out that my face is a different color than my neck. So I just take whatever's left on the brush, and I'll just go down here, just so that I know I'm the same color everywhere. I do know that this translucent powder by Clé de Peau is very expensive, and if my mom wasn't a makeup artist, this would definitely not be something that I owned. And translucent powder isn't really something that like I need to have an expensive thing on, so I just get the Rimmel one. If you don't want to pay this much, it works just as well. And so I take this Real Techniques powder brush, and I just like dip it in here. I put it under my eyes because you don't want your under eyes crease. And I put it around my nose because I get super oily there. On my cheeks, because again, I get oily. A little bit on my chin, middle of my forehead, and then I just put some on my temples. And so this powder on me in my terrible oily skin lasts about like an hour. And then after that, if you have oily skin like me, I would just take blotting sheets to school. That's what I do. If I'm ever in the bathroom, I just like secretly take one out and blot my skin because I'm very insecure about that. If you don't have super rosy cheeks, I personally have super rosy cheeks, so I don't like any blush. But if I were to use blush, I do like the Stila cream blush, so I'd use that if I were you. Or you could just use any lipstick you own and you could put that on your cheeks too. I do that all the time. But for school, I personally don't like wearing blush, and since I'm walking around all day, I do have super rosy cheeks. So I wake up 30 minutes later than I'm supposed to wake up, so usually I don't have time for this step, but if I do decide to wake up earlier one day, then I will put on a small little layer of liquid eyeliner, and this is just so my eyelashes look thicker. And this one is by Smashbox. It's just a liquid black eyeliner. So this does take me a little bit of time, but it does look good in the end. So I kind of close my eyes and put it above my eyelashes. And I kind of pat it above my lash line. And I try and make a super, super thin line. So now I just brush out my eyelashes one more time because I did kind of mess them up when I did that eyeliner. And usually for school, I do wear mascara. So when I am wearing mascara, I don't curl my eyelashes. And when I'm not wearing mascara, I do curl my eyelashes. But since my eyelashes are already curled, I'll just go with that. And I use the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. And I've used so many high-end mascaras from my mom when she wants me to test them out. And I always go back to this one because it's just really not clumpy at all. And it looks really good on my eyelashes. So, yeah, I like this one. I just take it out and wipe the ends off. And just sort of wiggle the brush. And blink. I'm definitely a very creative person, but I also have my academic, perfect, organized side to me. So makeup is definitely something that I like to do when I'm like feeling very creative. It's definitely like one of my passions, and I like testing out new things. And that's not when I'm at school. When I'm at school, I kind of just want to feel confident because you're around so many different kids, especially in middle school. You just want to feel confident. So the way I feel confident at school is to wear a little bit of makeup and just be myself. So I don't want to put on a bunch of makeup, even though I do love doing it. I don't want to go to school and seem like a different person or be judged for like that person with all that makeup on. I just want to be me. So that's why I don't wear that much. One of the biggest trends right now is highlighter, and I definitely do love highlighter. I don't wear highlighter every day to school, but if I'm feeling it, then I'll wear it. And I like a cream highlighter, and I definitely do get a lot of compliments when I do wear the cream highlighter, because it doesn't like come off during the day. You'll come to school with it on, and you'll leave school with it on, so it's great. I like the Smashbox one. There's definitely cheaper, less expensive versions you can get at the drugstore highlighter. Every one I've tried is good, so just choose one you like, and it'll work. So I just use it from the thing, and I go on my cheekbones. I don't really like going on my temples that much. So just the tops of my cheekbones. Again, I have an oily face. So I don't like putting it on my nose because then I just look extra oily. I'll put it on my nose if I'm not going to school, but for school I don't really do that. And then you can blend this out with your fingers. It definitely works. I'll show you on this side. So this side's all blended out. Works perfectly fine with your fingers. But sometimes I like using this brush. I feel like it goes faster. So I just blend it in with my Real Techniques brush. I do love these brushes. They're not expensive. They work amazing. If you want more, you can add a powder on top of this. Depends on what you like. And for me, that's it. That's all I wear to school. But if you do like lips, I would go with a stain, not a gloss, because a gloss comes off in like 30 minutes. I recommend a stain. So this one's by Milk Makeup. It's the oil lip stain. Yeah. And it's this dark pinky color. And I like this because it stays on all day. Another thing that stays on all day would be liquid lipstick, but I wouldn't recommend that. I know some girls who wear it to school, and it just, by the end of the day, you look like you've been in the desert for 30 hours. This is just a roller ball. You squeeze it, and it comes out like that. And then you can just roll a little on your lips. And if you feel like this lip stain is too dark for you or too harsh, you can just take a little piece of toilet paper or a tissue, whatever you have, and just blot your lips like that, and it'll make it less dark. And by the time you're like eating lunch or something, it'll go down. That's all the makeup I wear to school.